Hey all, Sean here, Game On, Cards and Collectibles. Today we have a couple things. I've got a mail day, some recent pickups that I've had, and I also have a 2-card PSA reveal. Sent in those Carlos Alcaraz Net Pro cards that I had done in a previous video, and those just came back, so I wanted to reveal those today on my video as well. Hope everyone's doing okay today. And I appreciate you being here. Alright, so first we've got a recent order I've gotten from eBay. I've actually been buying a lot of cards on eBay through Greg Morris. Greg Morris is a well-established and reputable eBay dealer. They deal in a little bit older cards, some vintage or some junk wax era stuff as well, but they run auctions every day, and I've been picking up some cards that I think are pretty interesting. So first of all, I've got a 1967 Philadelphia Bart Starr. The eye appeal on this looked really good. Probably a mid-grade level, somewhere in a 5 or a 6, but I'll definitely be sending this one in. Just having any Bart Starr during his playing days graded, I think that's definitely something that I'd like to have. Next up, we have a 1967 Topps The Champs. This has got Frank Robinson and Jackie Robinson and Boog Powell. So pretty cool looking card. Again, great eye appeal, probably a mid-grade card, somewhere in a 5 or a 6, but been interested in picking up some older cards lately. So next we have my first Joe Montana rookie card. I'm excited to have this one. Overall, it's got a little bit of a centering issue, top, bottom, left to right as well. Again, probably a mid-grade, but in my opinion, you got to have, if you're a football card collector, you got to have a Joe Montana in your collection. So I've always wanted one. Again, mid-grade, 5 or 6 is probably what it's going to end up grading as. But you got to start somewhere, and over time, I'll probably end up, getting higher grades over time and switching them out. But that's where I'm starting my collection with Joe Montana rookie. So glad to have that one. And then next up, we have a Walter Payton, also same year, 1981. Walter Payton rookie, Walter Payton All-Pro. I've been putting together, basically since I got back in the hobby 10 years ago, I've been putting together a Walter Payton PSA 9 collection, and I didn't have this particular card yet. I don't think this one's going to be a 9, but I'll take a look at it and see how well I think it's going to grade. And that's GMC or Greg Morris cards. So check them out on eBay. They do a great job with daily auctions on some of the older cards. And next up we have, let's see, oh yeah, this is going to be a Panini Instant set. Kind of interesting. I've been looking into more and more the Panini Instant product. Not something I used to be interested in, but over time I found that you can get some pretty interesting, unique cards from them. Most of the time the Panini Instant cards from their website are, pretty much print-on-demand kind of cards, and a lot of eBay sellers will buy these in bulk and then resell them, and so you can sometimes find some good deals. I thought this year's class is probably not quite as exciting as some of the previous recent NFL rookie classes, but this is a whole set. I think it's 42 card set of all the rookies from this last year, or most of the highly touted prospects anyway. You've got, Hutchinson, you've got Sauce Gardner, Drake London, Garrett Wilson. I think these are all in the order that they were drafted. So each card, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams. And this set particular is there's Treylon Burks. This is done on the studio design, which is, I think, from the 90s. It was one of those kind of unique, stood out designs, kind of a classic look to it. But I thought this was interesting. It's basically, you know, this whole set is less than $1 a card. Hoping to find some hidden gems in here. Maybe some of these will be in good enough condition to grade, and then I can have, you know, some of the highly touted rookies from this year's draft, hopefully in a high grade. And so that's the plan with these. Although I'm looking at these, they do look a little bit off center, left to right. So, you know, these may not end up going into a submission for grading. And, oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's open the second package here, because this is the second half of the draft. I'll show you the rest of the rookie class here as well. Yeah, you know, these are serial numbered, so they're, you know, they do have somewhat of a manufactured scarcity. And I really like this design. So even if, you know, even if these don't end up being something that I send in for grading or resale or anything like that, I just think it's a good thing to have in my collection. If any of these guys turn out to be, you know, future Pro Bowl players or Hall of Famers, you know, then that might be something to also consider, you know, slabbing them up in a high grade. Samir White, Isaiah Spiller. So again, just nice looking cards. Here's your Zappy. And that concludes the draft class for the set. And then last but not least, I'll go ahead and do the 2-card reveal for the Carlos Alcaraz cards. After looking at them a little more carefully, I was a little more concerned about the grade. Oh, and I just cut myself. Oh, man. I knew it was just a matter of time before that happened. Yeah, it's drawing a little blood. May need to take a quick time out here. We'll see. But what I was trying to say was that, you know, I'm a little concerned about these Net Pro cards. They've had a long time to put this together. This is their first set or first cards that they've really released in a long time. Maybe, I don't know, 5-10 years. They've had a lot of time to get this right, and the timing couldn't have been more perfect when these cards came out. They released this Carlos Alcaraz set off their website. Huge phenom, huge prospect in the tennis world. Yeah, that's drawing some blood. And I'm back. Well, that was fun. I guess, you know, as a YouTube content creator for cards and opening boxes all the time, that is going to happen. So I guess I'm officially anointed and initiated into that exclusive club. Thankfully, no severe injuries today, but got to be more careful when opening these boxes. All right, so as I was saying, a little concerned about the grade of these. I'm out of the 4 I got, I really only think 2 of them were gradable. In other words, you know, near mint or better. I'm really hoping one of these get a gem, but I wouldn't be surprised if they both came back a 9. I was also mentioning that the timing of these cards have come out right as the U.S. Open was finishing up, and we had Carlos Alcaraz was, you know, progressing through into the championship, into the final, and eventually winning it. You couldn't have asked for more perfect timing for these cards to be released. And they just could have done a little bit better job, I think, overall on the quality of the cards. They did put them in a nice touch magnetic holder, but let's see what happens. All right, here's the first of the two. Carlos Alcaraz, red shirt, card number 1. And it came back a 9. Again, 9s are still holding, some value right now. The secondary market, these are selling about 150 a piece. And the second one, see if we can get one gem here. Centering looks good on the back. And it also gets a 9. Not a big surprise. That's a bit unfortunate. The 10s are reselling on the aftermarket for $250, $300. So thanks everybody for checking out my channel. Appreciate your time. Please check in on my other videos. Like and subscribe. Love to hear from you. Have a great day.